Today is Thursday. It's Thursday all day, and today is December 5th here at Wayne Goldsboro Television and a lot of other places too.
Yes, it is.
Hello there. My name is Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best. Good Thursday morning. Thank you for joining us.
And I hope you're doing well. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Getting closer to the weekend. There's so many things going on here in Wayne County and around the area for the weekend.
December's a busy month.
It is. And
it's exciting and fun and
very
festive.
Festive. The weather's been nice, cool, temperatures a little colder than we would expect.
That's right. Getting those coats out and those gloves and all those things to keep us bundled up.
I love it. All right.
Do you love cold weather?
I used to love cold weather, but the older I get, I can do without it now.
I understand.
I'm sorry. It's just the way it is. But I do like cooler weather. I love the fall.
Yeah.
I love the leaves changing. I love the coolness and the crispness. I love it.
And in Wayne County, we have some beautiful trees that the leaves turn bright red.
Yeah.
Then they turn that pretty golden. And oh yeah, this beautiful, beautiful community.
Like the dogwood trees that turn red in the fall, and
That's
some of the maples, especially the Japanese maples that turn red.
Yeah, they are gorgeous.
I'm telling you that we do have, and the oaks that are turning golden yellow, and I just love it. This is a colorful time of year.
Yes, it is.
Well, on today's program,
yes,
my buddy Tim Rogers is the director. He's the solid waste manager and director for the solid waste department here in Wayne County, and you just will not believe some of the things he's got going on out at the landfill. Which, and he and I were talking about this, and you'll hear this during the course of the conversation. We used to call it years ago now. We call it the dump.
Right, I remember that.
Take the trash out to the dump.
That's
well, it's not the dump anymore. You won't believe, our Wayne County landfill. And believe it or not, we have a lot of things to be proud of here in Wayne County, and that's one of them. You just will not believe how efficient, how forward-thinking we are here in Wayne County when it comes to our trash and our landfill.
Can't wait to hear about it.
I'm telling you,
well, this time of year with all these boxes that we get, all the things that we have, from one extreme to the other. Yeah. People are cleaning out their closets, making room for more.
Yes.
That's the place to take it.
It is the place to take it. And I'll tell you, there's some things going on at our landfill that you will only find here in Wayne County, North Carolina, and nowhere else in the whole world.
Wow.
Well, that started here anyway.
We're special.
We are special. We are special. Anyway, Tim's going to tell you all about it. That's coming up here in just a few minutes. December 5th, birthday's today. Frankie Muniz is celebrating, best known for his main role in the television show Malcolm in the Middle and in the film Agent Cody Banks. He is 28 today. Paula Patton played Jane Carter on Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol, and also appeared in the 2009 Oscar-winning film Precious. Paula Patton, 38 today. One of my favorites, one of my heroes is Little Richard Penniman. Little Richard having a birthday, 81 today, described as being kind of a dynamo, and I would certainly have to go along with that. Dynamo. He's a rock and roll dynamo who sang Good Golly Miss Molly, beating the piano to pieces, and just a great entertainer. Little Richard, 81. Gary Allen, the singer, the country star, having a birthday today. He's 46. Morgan Brittany, the actress, is 62 today. Fella I know, Andy Kim, is having a birthday. He had a big hit with the song Rock Me Gently. He had other hits as well. Did a couple of shows with him in Raleigh here several years ago. But but he's a co-writer of the song Sugar Sugar by the Archies.
Ah, wow.
Remember, honey, honey, sugar, sugar, honey, honey. He co-wrote that. He's 67 years today. Jessica Pear is 31 today, Montreal-born actress who played Don Draper's second wife, Megan, on Mad Men. Co-starred in the vampire comedy, a vampire comedy as well. She's 31. Ross Bagley's 25 today. Best known for his role as Nikki Banks on Fresh Prince. Nikki Banks, Ross Bagley, 25. Lisa Sheridan's 39. Appeared on CSI Crime Scene Investigation and The Mentalist. She's 39. And Jim Messina, I also did a show with Buffalo Springfield back as well several years ago. And he was, of course, Jim Messina of Loggins and Messina fame. He is 66 today. He and Kenny Loggins did a bunch of stuff as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, happy birthday if it's your special day.
That's right. Jim Messina, your mama don't dance and your daddy don't rock and roll. There you go. 66 he is.
Wow.
Love that. Woo! Rock and roll.
Well, through the holiday season, downtown, you can get on a horse-drawn carriage and ride and enjoy the Christmas lights.
Woo!
That's right. Wayne and I have done it. It's really, really pretty. It's free of charge. You can do it every Tuesday night through December the 27th from 6 until 8. If you're interested, bring your friends and family and join us on the corner of Mulberry and Center Street. You'll see the sign that says Trolley Rides Begin Here. Come down one Tuesday night and enjoy the Christmas lights downtown Goldsboro.
That's exactly right. The year was 1868. Ah, yes.
What happened?
I remember it well.
68?
Yeah.
Okay.
1868.
Oh, 1868.
Yeah, the first American bicycle school opened in New York City.
Wow.
Bicycle school to teach people how to ride a bike.
Are you serious?
Yes. Well, it was 1868.
Interesting,
They didn't know about that sort of thing. They
That's
taught
right.
courses in velocipede riding. And for the first time ever, the year was 1908, they started putting numbers on jerseys, football jerseys for the first time. University of Pittsburgh Panthers proudly displayed their new numbers
Wow.
as they played Washington and Jefferson. All right.
A little bit of trivia for the day.
Very little, yeah, a little trivia for today. All right, what else we have?
I believe we're going to our interview.
Oh, is it time already?
It is that time.
Moves too quickly for
I
me.
know. So stay with us.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television,
Today
Goldsboro,
we have
North
a special
Carolina.
guest in the studio with us, and we want to welcome Tim Rogers. Tim is the director of the Wayne County Solid Waste Department. Hey, man.
Hey,
How
thank
you
for having
doing?
me, Wayne.
It's great to
Good to
have
be
you.
here.
It's been a while, and,
Yes, it has.
and it's good to have you back in the studio.
Good to be
with us.
here.
We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Holidays are on their way. We want to talk about what people can do with their holiday trash, and just put it out there like it is.
Plenty of that.
Holiday
There'll be
trash.
plenty of
that's
that.
right. But their refuse and their trash, and what do they do with it? Can any of this holiday, the wrapping paper and any of that stuff, can that be recycled?
The wrapping paper can.
Wrapping paper can be recycled.
Just pull the bows are not recyclable.
Oh.
We'll ask you to just pull the bows off the paper, but the
Okay.
paper can be recycled. We can
Okay.
put it in with the paper boxes at the site.
Okay, and of course, gift boxes and all that can
Absolutely.
be recycled as well.
Same thing if you pull the bows off of those.
Yeah. Okay, but the bows cannot be recycled.
That's right.
Okay, is there anything that cannot, besides the bows, anything that you would not recommend throwing in a recycle bin?
Well, no. I mean, as long as it's any of your plastic containers,
Plastic.
just rinse them out. We take all the metal in plastic containers. It's like you said, though, you have a lot more cardboard and paper during the holidays. Obviously, more Christmas than Thanksgiving, but
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is a lot of food waste, obviously.
Yes.
But you will have more cans and containers at that time, and we would rather you recycle all those.
Okay. All right. Cans, containers from dinner, people, family, and friends coming over for
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanksgiving and Christmas and all that, and other holidays as well. So, for recycling, and for those who may be new to the Wayne County area, the recycling area out at the landfill is just you guys have done such a great job out there.
We appreciate it.
You really have. It's easy to get in, it's easy to unload your stuff, and then it's easy to get out. It's just all right there.
Well, we try to make it as easy as possible, and people tend to obviously utilize it more if it's not a hassle. So
Yeah.
we wanted to make sure that it was a breeze to go in, and we've got it where you'll never pulling off the asphalt now. You used to people would worry about driving to the back and it's
Yeah.
muddy or
Yeah.
you get a nail or whatever. So a few years ago we built that site, and it helps the average public not have to do that. And we've had a lot of great comments about that. People love that site, and we're glad we were able to do it. But the reason we did it, if it's too much of a hassle coming in, people have a tendency sometimes to maybe leave it at their place, which is unsightly, or worse than that, dump it off at somebody
Throw it out.
else's place,
Yeah.
and then they were responsible for getting
Yeah.
up. So that's our main goal at the landfill, is to make sure we get everything at the landfill and not beside the road or beside somebody's path or whatever. You know. So, and we worked hard to try to do that.
Well, you do a great job of that, and as you say, it's right there by the road, by the street, and people just pull in off the street
That's right.
and just unload their
Very
recyclables.
convenient. We try to
Very
make
convenient.
it as convenient as possible. Anything that we could do to ease the process and make it go as quick as possible.
Yeah. Okay. So recycle. It's easy. Paper, plastics, and anything else that that is recyclable, and it's all self-explanatory right there. If you're confused about what to throw away, ask. There's an attendant there.
Absolutely. That's what the attendants are there for.
That's why he's there.
Pull up if you have a question. I mean, that's what they're there for. If you have a question on where an item goes and what bin it goes in, they ask. But if you have any question about, you know, I've got this at home, is it recyclable, or what do I do with it? They can tell you if they can take it, or you need to take it to one of the landfills, or save it for a household hazardous waste day, or, you know, they have all that information, and feel free to ask them. That's what they're there for.
And that's exactly right. And I'll tell you, they have helped me out tremendously many times. I'm always asking a question.
Yeah.
In fact, a couple of them I used to know by their first names. You know, hey, whatever, and help me out here. So they're glad to help. They are some very good people, very helpful.
Absolutely.
You got a good staff there. And those,
we do have a great staff.
And those
really
attendants out there, they do a great job. So let's move on a little further here. We're going to get away from the recycling area. And first of all, or secondly, or thirdly, where is the landfill here in Wayne County?
The landfill is at 460B South Landfill Road, and that if you turn off of 13 Highway on the Durham Lake Road,
south of Goldsboro,
yes,
13 South,
yes,
near
13 South,
turn near the fairgrounds.
That's right. Turn there, right at the fairgrounds on 13 South, and you'd take the next left would be Durham Lake Road.
About a half mile, down the street.
Yeah, maybe half
mile.
a mile or so, and just follow the signs. We have a sign there on 13 sanitary landfill, and follow that till you see the next sign, and it's take a right, and you can't miss us. We're the first thing you'll get to on that road.
And I believe that your eventual goal is to help people in such a way that they don't have to go all the way all over the landfill in order to get rid of things. Is that right?
Absolutely, and that's the reason we built that site. And of course, we try to expand, and obviously with recycling, we're going to continue to expand that, and we have. Anything that we can keep out of the landfill, you want to do that. The state wants to do that. We want to do that. It's very expensive to fill that cell up with anything that doesn't have to go in it. So anything that we can recycle, we're recycling carpet now. We're recycling shingles now. That's a couple things that we've recently started doing. The electronics program we've got started, where we can collect any kind of electronics. So we're trying to, and of course the whole nation is trying to recycle as much as we can.
It's got to go somewhere.
That's right.
So
that's right.
it's better
try to reuse it. That's right.
Try to reuse it if at all possible. Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
I have here a copy of a recent inspection report. So the folks came down out of Raleigh and they looked over everything.
They did.
And how often are you inspected?
Well, we actually in March they came down and did a comprehensive audit, which is they bring a team in. They had 2 engineers from the state, water quality, air quality, people from solid waste, and you normally get one of those inspections. It depends, probably 5 to 8 years they'll come in and do one of those inspections, but that inspection takes all day. The first half of the day they go through all your paperwork, all your reports, your daily inspection reports, your gas monitoring reports, air quality reports, all your water sampling, just tons of information that we have to keep up with. The first half of the day, those 6 people are going through all that paperwork. Second half of the day, they go out and do a site visit. And they walk over the entire landfill. The solid waste folks go down to the cell and they'll look at that. Water quality will go check all the wells. Air quality goes, to our gas system, checks it, and they're with you for a good 8-9 hours.
Right.
It's a pretty big deal when they come in and do one of those audits, but we were very fortunate that that they did not find any issue at all with any of our paperwork or any kind of a site issue.
Well, that's what it says right here. In fact, it names the people who did the inspection. Talks about that was Wes Hare. This
He's
is
our
from
inspector.
the North Carolina Department of Environmental and Natural Resources, and I'll tell you, it's just they found no problems.
No problem at all, and they actually came in this Tuesday on the 19th and did a follow-up inspection, which now when it's probably maybe every 3 to 4 months our inspector will come in, sometimes 6 months, and he came in and did a follow-up inspection, and the same thing. They thought it was a very neat operation, very efficient, and they commented on that. They were really happy with the recycling efforts we were doing as far as our shingles, our yard waste, and our carpet recycling, our electronics program. They were very excited about that. And really what they're there for, they come into a site, especially if it's a municipal landfill, and they come in, and if they see maybe you're doing a process maybe not as efficient as you could, then they come in and they say, hey, I've got an idea how you could save money here. And,
they help you
or
with
maybe,
that.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. But they didn't see anything at all that was an issue at all. They were very excited about the way we operated the site. And of course, we were very excited about that.
I'm sure.
And
I'm sure
I will say that it's from the staff there at the landfill, the truck drivers, equipment operators, office staff.
Yeah.
When they come on the scale, we try to make sure that everybody knows that we appreciate them coming in, we respect them, and we treat them. Hopefully, everybody feels like we treat them very well when they come in. We're very respectful when we speak to people, whether it's on the field or on the scale. But it starts on the scale, and we try to do that, and people work with you better that way.
Sure,
and, so we have a good working relationship with all our haulers, and that helps. But it's just great that they were able to come in and see that all our work, and yeah, it paid off. But I do want to thank everybody at the landfill, all my staff, because they all work together very well, and we have a great staff out there. And if it wasn't for them working towards this every day, you can't, which they don't tell you when they're coming in, but if they did, you can't get ready for this in a week or a month. This is something you have to do every day. You know, you have to make sure you got your vegetative cover. You make sure that everything's covered the way it should. Make sure that it's picked up, neat, clean. If you're not running that type of operation, when they come in, they're going to see that, and that's what they're going to get you on. So,
that's exactly
so I really appreciate all the help that my staff give me. And
well, you have a great staff. They do,
well,
and they do a
really
great job out there.
Really
it's like you say, it's not something that you could just fix. If you
no,
even knew they were
absolutely
coming,
not. No,
you couldn't
there's
just
no
fix
way.
it overnight.
Exactly, and we try to make sure, and our goal is when you drive, and I think anybody that comes out to our site and sees the site, when you drive in the gate, you would not know it was a landfill, and that's my goal. I don't want you to say, well, I'm at the dump. That's what people used to say.
I know.
We don't look like a dump. You would not know we were.
That's true.
We try to keep it that neat. We keep our lawn mowed and our landscaping groomed, and we want everybody to feel like it's and if you try to do that, then they're going to help you keep it clean and neat. So that's kind of why we do that.
Well, it's something we're proud of here in Wayne County. We have and it's. I wish people would just go look at it.
I would too.
You've got new trees planted out there.
Yes, sir.
You've got people working in the lawns and trying to keep it as neat as possible.
That's right.
You keep things picked up around the office building, and it's just we should be very proud of our landfill here. And
We
I'm telling you,
absolutely should.
these folks here could probably learn something from you and your staff.
Well, I think we do work good together,
Yeah.
and we have had some ideas on how to do some of the processes that they were intrigued on how we've handled it. So yes, a good relationship we have with them.
All right, good. Let's move on to another. You brought a list of things you want to go over, so let's get started with
Well,
that.
I wanted to talk about our electronics program. We've recently started that in July, and so far we've processed about 150,000 pounds of electronics.
Whoa! Now,
And
prior to that, what would we have to do? We couldn't bring it out to the landfill.
Well, what we were doing prior to that, we had boxes set up at our sites, 4 of our sites, and you would take it out, put it in this container, and we had a company that would come around and pick it up
All right.
at no cost to us.
Right.
But when they had the ban on TVs, they started having an issue with recycling the televisions because it costs more to recycle them than you're getting. You're getting some recyclables, but you're going in the hole on them.
Right.
So they told us they couldn't do it anymore for free, and it was going to be very expensive, so many dollars per television. So we were able to find a company that if we would process them, palletize them, they would come pick them up for free. But that meant us hauling them and actually getting them on pallets, and so that's what we've had to do. So we built a building and bought a tow motor and went into palletizing business. But it's worked really well. Like I said, it's not cost us anything. And what I mean by that is you have to have so much weight in each trailer. It has to be over 22,000 pounds to warrant them coming down and pick it up.
Right.
we've always met that. We made sure we've got the weight right, and the mixture between the ratio between your television and computer equipment has to be pretty good. So to make sure they're making enough off the computers to cover that. So we've done that, and we've really, I mean, it's really gone really well. So we're really tickled about that, and that kind of solved an issue for us, because you know you have to do something with them, and we were glad that we found that company that would take them, and it wasn't going to take a big chunk of our budget to pay for getting rid of that. So we were real tickled about that.
Okay, well that's great. Well, congratulations on that. That's a big move.
It was. It was.
All right. We only have a few minutes left, so let's go over a couple more things.
I wanted to talk about our household hazardous waste program, because hopefully we'll have another one of those coming up after the first of the year. But we're going to work on trying to have 2 of those a year. The company that's worked with us as far as disposing of our household hazardous waste feels like that if we could do 2 a year, it might actually be a little better. Maybe we would take the bulk that we're getting that one day and spread it out a little bit, and we could do it with less staff. So we could do it without a whole lot more cost. So we're looking at trying to do that starting next year.
Give me an example of a household hazardous waste. What are we talking about?
It could be Drano, cleaner, any kind of pesticides that you have, herbicides, anything that you should not pour out or pour down the drain.
Right.
Paint, you know, we want you to bring it to us.
Bring it to the landfill.
That day, yes.
Okay.
And we get, I mean, it's just a gamut of items that we get, but anything in your home that, you know, that you wouldn't want to pour down the drain.
Look, I've seen your paint collection out there, and it's enormous. So
yeah, we get a lot of paint. We get a lot of paint.
But insecticides, pesticides, all sorts of herbicides.
That's right. The North Carolina Department of Agriculture actually has a trailer out there, and they actually dispose of that for us. So there's no cost on the herbicide. Pesticides, they picked that up, and I think we did about 1,200 pounds of that last time.
Wow, that's great.
We did about 10,000 pounds of household hazardous waste. So that's a lot of material that wasn't poured in somebody's yard or down the drain, and you don't want that because it ends up, you know, getting in the soil and it could get in the water. So you just don't want to do that. So we were proud that we had collected that much, but hopefully next year we'll have 2 a year, and that'll give people a couple of times to get rid of it. And it's really important to give them an option, which we didn't have a few years ago, on what to do with it. So now we do, and we're glad of that.
And of course, we'll be announcing the dates of that.
Yes, we normally do it around May. It depends on the contractor and what weekend they can get it in. But normally we'll get with them and pick a date, and we'll. Matter of fact, we've got it out on bids now. When we get it in, and we'll have plenty of time to let everybody know. We'll get it on the website and let everybody know we're going to do that.
And what else do we have very quickly?
Well, that's about all I had. I was going to talk about a little bit about used motor oil. We do about 20,000 gallons of used motor oil a year.
Great, day in the morning.
And we just want to ask people, if they will, to make sure that, you know, if you have used motor oil, please bring it to us. We've got a nice collection system there to collect the motor oil, and that's another item that you could have, you know, people sometimes maybe not disposing of exactly right. So,
well, I remember years ago people used to leave it in the ditch, pull the car across the ditch and change the oil and leave it in the ditch.
Yeah,
and you don't do that.
And we do oil filters too. We did about 40 55-gallon barrels last year of just used oil filters. So, so we had the 55-gallon barrels there at the site. So don't put your oil filter in the trash. You know, when you change your oil, bring your oil to us, put your oil filter in, and they actually crush those and get all the oil and then recycle the metal. So, you know, it's a lot better to do it that way.
That's great. All right, I want you to come back soon. We're going to be talking about, next time you come in, I want to talk about gas.
All right.
Methane gas, a big deal at our Wayne County landfill.
Very big deal.
And we've been talking with Tim Rogers about, and we've only scratched the surface here. We're going to do some more of these, all right?
Okay.
All right, thank you, Tim Rogers, the director of the Wayne County landfill, and congratulations.
Tip from the IRS. The IRS will never send you an unexpected email about your taxes or a refund. If you get one, there's one thing you can count on: It's a scam. Every day, crooks come up with new ways to steal your identity and other personal information. Scammers may even call you or show up at your door. Don't be a victim. Never give your personal information to anyone you don't know. Learn more about scams and how to protect yourself at irs.gov.
From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
All right, we're back.
Yes, we are.
That was good. I told you, that was good stuff from Tim there.
Yeah, we appreciate him coming on the show.
Sure do. And
it's good information.
It is great information, and we have a lot of reason to be proud of it. It's clean, and they're saving money, and they're using the methane gas and all that stuff for good cause, and it's helping to keep costs down in running the county and in running the landfill. On December 13th, that's a week from tomorrow, December 13th, Friday afternoons at the Senior Center, they're offering a free Friday afternoon movie matinee.
Oh, nice.
Yes, it's great. For the next 2 weeks, that's the 13th and the 20th, they're going to have movies showing at the Senior Center for seniors. And because of the time of year, they will be holiday movies. And they have their license and everything is legal.
All right.
They can do this. Everything is legal. So if you're 60 and older, just go and have a good time and enjoy the movie. All right.
Well, speaking of movies or plays or activity on a stage, how about the next 3 weekends at the Paramount are booked solid?
You're kidding.
With good activity. There's still 6 available though.
Oh.
The Nutcracker is this weekend.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
A Christmas Carol is the next weekend.
Christmas Carol.
Put on by Center Stage Theater. And then the following weekend, it's Child of the Promise. 3 weekends in a row. Totally different programs happening. Get your tickets. Go to GoldsboroParamount.com, or you can give them a call at the box office. They would love to have you come in and join them through the holiday season with one of these festive events.
Oh,
all
boy.
3 weekends.
Oh, boy.
That's right.
That's great.
And this weekend, of course, the big Christmas parades.
Oh, yeah.
Starting that morning,
Of course,
10
of
o'clock
course.
Mount Olive Christmas Parade, 2 o'clock Fremont Christmas Parade, and 4 o'clock the big Goldsboro Christmas Parade.
Hey.
Hey, hey. Wayne and I will be waving. Wave back. Say hello.
That's right. We'll be doing that.
We'll be in the WGTV car. We look forward to seeing you there.
That's exactly right.
Coffee with a Cop.
Coffee with a Cop. Say it again.
Coffee with a Cop.
Coffee with a Cop. There you go. You're invited to enjoy Coffee with a Cop on December 12th at 7 a.m. going until 8:30. Stop in anytime within those hours at the Bojangles on Spence Avenue, and it's going to be just sit down and talk with a police officer about anything you want to talk about.
That's right. It's a new program here in the city. It's with the Goldsboro Police Department. And it's a program that is done all over the United States.
Yeah, and it's working.
It really is working. And it's just a way, no agenda, it's just a way for you to visit a cop, tell them your concerns, just have a conversation, get to know the different police officers with the city. And they'll meet at different locations across the community. And this one, of course, on December the 12th is at Bojangles on Spence Avenue.
That's right.
Coffee with a Cop.
And I have schedules for the next several months, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And you know, I think there are times that people need to be reminded that a law enforcement officer is one of us.
That's right.
He lives here, has a family here, his children go to school here, his and her children go to school here. Because we have some very fine lady police officers as well, like Marissa, and so many of them here, and they do a wonderful job. But they live here, work here, worship here, they buy food here, they attend meetings, they belong to organizations. They're just like us. They're just regular people, and they just happen to have a career in law enforcement. And they're out here serving and protecting.
And kudos to them for protecting us.
For protecting us here in Wayne County. They have a tough job.
Right. Yes, they do.
So this gives you an opportunity to meet some of these fine folks. So just go out and have a cup of coffee with them. Sit down, have coffee with a cop.
What times?
That's between 7 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. The first one, or the next one, is on December 12th.
At Bojangles.
At Bojangles on Spence Avenue. Okay?
Sounds great. Love to see you there.
Today, and don't ask me to explain this.
Okay, I won't.
It is Bathtub Party Day.
Do what? I'm not going to ask you a thing.
Don't ask me a thing, but I'll tell you this. It's Bathtub Party Day.
Okay.
There it is. It's also International Ninja Day. Hello!
I knew that was coming.
And it's International Volunteer Day for Economic and Social Development, whatever that means. But it sounds
We
good.
like that.
We like that. That
Yes,
sounds
we
good.
do.
Okay. Bathtub party day.
Hey, who knew? And
I
ninjas.
have no idea. I have no idea.
Okay, we're not even going there. Jingle in the Park. Jingle in the Park. Want to see you there. That's at Herman Park. The park is lit up like a winter wonderland. It'll be taking place 2 different weekends, all free activities. It'll be Friday and Saturday, December 13th and 14th. Then the following weekend, Friday and Saturday, December 20th and 21st. Love to see you there. Santa Claus and Mrs. Claus will be there for you to come and visit. Tell what you would like for Christmas. Get your picture made with Santa.
There you go.
Outdoor movies. The Polar Express, the Kiwanis train will be running. Candy cane hunts. Come out there and make a s'more. We all love good s'mores.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make s'mores around a great big fire pit, and we'll have the fire explorers as volunteers there to help us keep us safe and intermingle with us and tell us about their program. Lots more things. Entertainment will be happening in the gazebo both weekends, so we'd love to see you there. It's a beautiful time of year in Herman Park.
And I have one more thing.
All right.
December. You know, there's always an awareness of something month going on.
I believe November was Quit Smoking Month.
Right, right, and there's always an awareness of some kind month.
Right.
Awareness month, December is the awareness month of awareness months month. Be aware of awareness months. And I'm not making that up.
Wow.
It is awareness month of awareness months month.
So every month there's an awareness, and we'll try to keep you informed of what each month is.
That we will.
How about that?
All right, very
We're helping
good.
them out.
Very good. It's also Bingo's birthday month, whatever who Bingo was, and Bingo was his name.
Okay.
So join us again tomorrow. We will be right here beginning at 7 a.m. on Friday morning, and of course the show repeats at noon, and then again at 5:30 p.m. Until tomorrow,
right.
I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.